Most people think retirement mistakes come from bad investments. They think people run out of money because they picked the wrong stocks, withdrew too much, or failed to plan. But after watching thousands of retirees and hearing their stories, something surprising becomes clear. The decisions that cost the most money are usually not mathematical. They're emotional: fear, excitement, loneliness, grief, pride. And sometimes the biggest financial setbacks happen during the moments when emotions are strongest. Because retirement isn't just about managing money, it's about managing yourself. And today, we're going to look at some of the most expensive emotional decisions retirees make, why they're so common, and how you can protect yourself from mistakes that can take years to recover from. Because these decisions rarely feel like mistakes when you're making them, and that's exactly what makes them so dangerous. Nobody enters retirement expecting emotions to become one of their biggest financial risks. After all, most retirees spend decades preparing. They save, they invest, they pay off debt, they work hard. But retirement brings something that working life rarely does: time. And with that time comes new emotions. There is excitement, freedom, fear, loneliness, sometimes grief, sometimes uncertainty. And while spreadsheets can calculate inflation, taxes, and withdrawal rates, they can't calculate human emotions. Many of the decisions retirees regret later weren't made because they lacked intelligence. They were made because they were made during emotional moments. In this video, we're going to explore 7 emotional traps that quietly cost retirees thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. And we'll finish with some practical rules that can help protect you from making decisions you'll regret later. In 2008, many investors watched the market collapse. Then in 2020, it happened again. And each time, countless retirees did the same thing. They sold, not because their plan changed, not because their life changed, but because fear became stronger than logic. Imagine 2 retirees with identical portfolios. One stayed invested, the other sold everything and sat in cash. 5 years later, their financial futures looked completely different. Not because one was smarter, because one reacted emotionally. Fear is understandable, but emotional selling often locks temporary losses into permanent losses. The market doesn't have to recover immediately. But history has shown that fear-driven decisions can create damage that lasts much longer than the downturn itself. Retirement finally arrives. You've worked for 40 years, and now you want to reward yourself. Nothing wrong with that. But excitement can be expensive. Many retirees buy vacation homes, large recreational vehicles, boats, timeshares, expensive renovations, and sometimes those purchases are wonderful. But sometimes they become burdens: insurance, maintenance, taxes, storage, repairs. The purchase price is rarely the whole story. The excitement of finally being free can make people underestimate long-term costs. And years later, many retirees quietly admit something: we hardly use it. Big decisions made during emotional highs deserve extra time and extra thought. This one is painful because it comes from love. Children need help. Grandchildren need help. A business idea needs funding. A loan needs co-signing. Parents naturally want to protect their families. But many retirees discover something difficult. You can love your family and still create healthy boundaries. Helping someone once is one thing. Becoming everyone's emergency fund is another. Some retirees slowly drain their own security trying to save others, and years later, the same people they sacrificed for may not be in a position to help them back. Generosity is beautiful, but retirement security matters too. You worked your whole life for this chapter. Protecting it isn't selfish. If you find value in this content, please like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Few experiences affect people emotionally more than losing a spouse. And yet, this is often when major financial decisions are made. Selling the house, moving, changing investments, giving money away. making lifestyle changes. The problem is that grief clouds judgment. Financial advisors often suggest avoiding major decisions for 6 months to a year whenever possible, because emotions eventually settle. But permanent decisions made during temporary emotional pain can create lasting regrets. Sometimes the best decision after loss is simply no decision at all. Give yourself time. Retirement can be surprisingly lonely, especially after losing friends, leaving work, or losing a spouse. And loneliness creates risk. Scammers know this. Fraudsters know this. Predators know this. Unfortunately, many retirees become targets not because they lack intelligence, but because they crave connection. Loneliness can also lead to emotional spending, buying things that don't solve the deeper issue, seeking companionship from unhealthy relationships, or trusting people who haven't earned that trust. Protecting your finances means protecting your social life too. Relationships matter, community matters, connection matters. Pride makes people avoid asking for help. It causes retirees to hide mistakes, ignore warning signs, avoid discussing finances, continue bad habits because they don't want to admit something has changed. But flexibility is one of the greatest strengths in retirement. Adjustments aren't failures. Life changes, health changes, markets change. Plans should change too. There's nothing weak about asking questions. There's wisdom in it. Some retirees feel pressure to keep up with friends. New cars, luxury travel, expensive hobbies, big homes. Social media doesn't help. But comparison creates spending decisions that have nothing to do with your own happiness. Someone else's lifestyle isn't your retirement plan. Success isn't measured by appearances. The happiest retirees often discover something unexpected. Peace matters more than impressing people. Here's a rule that can save enormous amounts of money. Never make multiple major decisions at the same time, and never make big decisions quickly. Before making a major purchase, moving, changing investments, or giving away significant money, pause. Wait 30 days, sometimes 90. Ask yourself, will I feel the same way 3 months from now? Seek another opinion. Review your long-term plan. And remember this, emotions are temporary, but financial decisions can be permanent. Retirement isn't ruined by one bad stock pick. More often, it's shaped by hundreds of decisions made over time. And some of the most expensive decisions are made when emotions are running high. Fear, excitement, loneliness, grief, love, pride. These are normal parts of life. The goal isn't to eliminate emotions, it's to recognize them before they begin making decisions for you. Because retirement isn't about predicting every problem. It's about staying flexible, protecting what you've built, and making decisions your future self will thank you for. And if you enjoy practical retirement insights without fear and hype, like and subscribe to The Wealth Perspective. I really appreciate you watching the video. Thank you.